I know I look a mess, all right? Don't judge. But I figured I'd turn the camera on so that you can get ready with me while I do this hair and my makeup, because we're gonna go to Christmastown at Busch Gardens with the girls today. So I'm not gonna do too much, just really a natural beat. But this hair, okay, I need a trim really badly, so my hair is extremely dry. So we're gonna try to revive this a little bit. First, I'm gonna go in with the As I Am rice water. I love all their waters. I think that their Jamaican castor oil one is my favorite, but I ran out of that. So between, I think it's the Jamaican castor oil that I love, and then their rosemary one. I love that for the girls. It's so hydrating and it smells so good. This is the purple one. The rosemary one is green. I actually need to wash it as well, but for today, we are just trying to get some moisture back in my hair and just do something with this. I'm gonna put it in a high puff, but I just need it to not look so dry. So that's why I'm putting some moisture back in my hair. And then I'm gonna go in, which I've never used, but I bought it by the Dew, and this is their Bonita Balm. It's a creamy styling pomade for afros, puffs, and braids. It's texture cream. It's a non-greasy conditioning styler for an everyday alternative to heavy butters, pomades, and oily moisturizers. It softens brittle hair, prevents breakage, and rinses out with no residue. So we're just gonna use this in my hair because I need all the things to retain this moisture. Oh, it looks better already. Yes, thank you, Jesus. It's probably too much. But let's just, is this gonna work? Just smooth this all in here. I don't know. Trying to get all the parts that are like extremely dry. That you guys are gonna see. All right, now I'm just gonna use my favorite edge control right now. I mean, she slicks my hair down, okay? And that is the Gummy Professional Keratin Complex Styling Wax. It is the Gloss Extra Hold. If you go to your like local beauty supply store, this is it. This is the one that you want if you want it to stay, okay? I used this once and I promise you it stayed for a good 4 days. A good 4 days. So I absolutely love this stuff. And she works better with damp hair. So that's why I wet my hair first. Okay. I go in, I just smooth her through. It's funny that I'm saying her. And then I have very thick hair, so I like to go in with like one of these. You can just find these at Walmart, Target. And I literally crisscross it 2 times. Just so that it gives me like the tightness that I want. Probably don't do this with big earrings on next time. And I literally like push it up so that my hair is where I want it to go. And I have a poof. Oh, it looks so much better. So much more moisturized. Oh, yes, yes, yes. My hair is growing. My God, thank you, Lord. if this is your first time here, I struggled badly with postpartum shedding, and I'm proud to announce that the shedding has stopped, but now I am on a mission to like regrow my edges and some of the weaker spots in my hair. So I am glad to see this progress. I can just tell by how my hair looks in this puff. Wow, my hair looks so much more moisturized. Oh, I love how this turned out. Okay, it's gonna shrink some because it is still a little damp, but that's okay. And with this edge control, you don't even need a scarf. But if you feel like you're a type to want a scarf, like some people put scarves on to like lay it down, but you see, she's laid, okay? So you don't need a scarf at all. So that's the hair. Okay, that's done. Now I have 15 minutes for this face. All right, so always, 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 when you do your hair and then you go to do your makeup, please wash your hands. Please wash your hands. It's all that stuff that you just put in your hair is on your hands, and you don't want it on your face because we don't want to break out. Okay, so I'm doing something a little different today because we're going to be outside for the majority of the time. And since I have combination skin and it's cold outside, I want to keep that moisture in. So I don't want to do like a super mattified look like I normally do if I was inside, because I would know that my T-zones would get extremely oily. So since we're going to be outside, I'm going to use more of a hydrating primer. And so I'm going in with the Milk Hydro Grip primer. This is a new one. I love this stuff. It keeps my makeup in place, okay? In place. So I'm just gonna put that all over. I'm gonna pat that in. You don't need much of this primer at all. While that sits in, I'm gonna go in and do my brows. I'm going in with the 24-hour brow setter. First, I like to just smooth it all through my brow hairs, just so that it gets on every single hair before I go and place them where I want to. I'm so proud of the progress that my eyebrows are making, because I did not like them for a while. I always felt the need to like fill them in, but with me using this Olaplex Brow Bond Serum every night, or I try to do every night, it truly works. Now like I can go and my eyebrows are so much fuller that I feel like I don't necessarily have to fill them in. So now that it is on, this stuff dries quickly. I like to like place my eyebrow hairs where I want them, because there's some parts that have like more of a gap than others. So if I can lay them how I want them, it doesn't look like it's as scarce in some areas. Okay, that's the eyebrows. Now I'm gonna go in. Let's try. Let's try the Ilia Skin Rewind Complexion Stick. This is in N39. Let's see what it looks like. We're just gonna see what this does. Okay. It's a tad bit orange, that's okay. We're gonna make it work. I'm just using this in the perimeter of my face and my forehead, because I'm gonna go in with concealer around my eyes to wake me up. Now this is like a very natural makeup look because we're just going outside to look at lights. Normally I would use a brush, but like I said, we're gonna be outside. I'm not doing the most with my makeup. If I wanted more full coverage, I would use a brush. But for this look, number one, I wanna see, I bought these new makeup sponges off Amazon during Black Friday, so I wanna see how well they blend out, which they're doing well. This is the second time I've used it. And because I don't want like a super full coverage look, I'm not using a brush for my foundation. I will always use a brush for my under eyes because I want those to be concealed the most. Cover up these bags. Okay, it's very skin-like. It's kind of mattifying a little bit, which is fine. Let me put some on my nose. It's definitely medium, light to medium coverage. Okay, I like it. I like it. It's a tad bit warm, but it's okay. Next, concealers. I'm going to use Fenty Beauty's Hydrating Concealer as my skin tone one, and then I'm going to brighten it up a little bit with StevieMStarks. If I can find her. Where is she? So I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty like down here and right here. And on my eyelids, dark circles. And then I'm going to use the StevieMStarks to just brighten it up a little bit in the inner corners. Can you see the difference? I use a brighter concealer in the inner corners just to brighten it up a bit. Oh, I think I'm going to use the Ami foundation stick as my contour because it's a bit too dark for me. So let me go get it and see if I can make this work. It was already in here. All right, so let's just do it right here. Yep, that's dark enough. All right, I'm going to use the back of this to blend it out. Oh yeah, that works perfectly. Ah, that is blending that out perfectly. Wow. I know some people are afraid of contour. Don't be afraid. You really put it where you want the shadows of your face to be. That blended out beautifully. Wow. That is gorgeous. Okay, now we're gonna blend in the concealer, but first, I love to set my concealer with setting spray, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray. Just to set those creams. Now it's time to blend, blend, blend. Take your time when you blend, okay? Just take your time. That blended like a dream. Y'all see that? Y'all saw that? And I bring that concealer on my eyelid because I have darker lids. So I just like to bring it over. And like to get in that crease of my eye. Or it's not. The inner corner of my eyelids. Just to conceal that darker part. Voila, I look awake. And like I said, I like to use a brush because it ends up being more full coverage with the brush. Sometimes the sponge takes more of the product off, in my opinion. So I don't want that under my eyes. I want as much product as possible because I want to conceal these dark circles. Even though I will say they do not look as bad as they used to, and I'm pretty sure it's because of my eye cream that I've been using by Beauty Stat. This stuff is so good. It is their Universal C Eye Protector. I definitely see a difference in my dark circles. But I still like to use a brush under my eyes. And if you see any lines of demarcation, which is like those harsh lines, just go in with your brush and just go over the line. I don't see any, so I can't show you with this look, but you will know if you see it. It's like, it'll be like a sharp line and you can see the different tones between your contour and your concealer. You just go over with the brush. It could be your foundation brush, it could be your concealer brush, it can be your beauty sponge, and just go over that line and it will blend it so nicely. So this is what the base is looking like without powder. Now time for powders. I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Micro Powder, and I'm gonna set under my eye. This is a lighter color, and I only use the lighter color to highlight areas of my face, and the majority of where I use this is under my eyes because I use a lighter concealer just to brighten up under my eye. See, that's a lot of product, so I always pat to get a lot of it off. See that? But there's still enough so that you'll see the difference. Watch. I just do a patting motion. You see, that's more mattified and that's shiny. If you're an oily skin girl, always set your creams. If you have drier skin under your eyes, I would not recommend this because as you see, it dries it out and mattifies it. I love a mattifying look under my eyes because I get very oily under my T-zones. So this is a must if you have combination skin, T-zone area, oily skin girl. But you can see the difference. This is just cream and this is with powder. pat. And I'm setting the concealer over my eye as well, because I'm not going in with eyeshadow. The concealer and the setting powder are going to be my eyeshadow. Next, I'm going to, do I want to set, I don't think I need to set the contour. It's already dark enough for me. So I'm going to go in with my skin tone setting powder. This is by Hourglass. I love this stuff. This is more my skin tone, and I'm just going to go over the perimeter of my face. I'm going to use a bigger powder puff to go in with the skin tone setting powder or press powder. I'm using a bigger one because I'm going to take up more space on my face. This works perfectly. So I do the same thing. I rub it, pat, and I'm just going to kind of shade, and I'm just going to pat all over my face where I put. So as you can see, I am literally patting it in the places that I didn't put the lighter press powder. This also helps to tone down. If you have any places on your face where you feel like it's too dark or too bright, you can always go in with a skin tone press powder and just tone that down. So as you can see, it toned down that contour a lot, which is fine. This is a natural day. This is a everyday makeup look, so I don't need it to look too snatched. So now I'm going to go in with a hydrating setting spray, just one this time. And this one is the Urban Decay All Nighter Hyaluronic Acid Watermelon Fruit Extract. It's long-lasting makeup setting spray, all day wear. I love this one, but again, this is for more like dewy skin, in my opinion. I love this setting spray. It is very moisturizing. If you like dewy skin, I think you would like this one. Like I said, I'm going to be outside, so I don't need a mattifying setting spray because I don't get really oily in the cold at all. So I just want my makeup to last, so I'm going to be using this. That smells so good. All right, now while that sets, I didn't use a blush. Stevie, what are you doing? While that sets, I'm gonna run downstairs and get my mascara. All right, I can't find the mascara that I was going for. So I'm gonna do a little blush first and then try to find it again. But I'm going in with the NARS Orgasm Rush, just to bring a little more color to my face. It's like a highlighter blush. Very natural looking. I don't like the way that is. It's like dried out or something. I might have to get another one. But that is one of my favorite eyeliners. And it doesn't budge. Like, I was testing it out on my hand and it's not smudging or anything. So good, so good. Oh, so since that has run out, I'm gonna go in with the NYX Vivid Matte Liquid Liner. There we go. That is a really long wing. I don't want it that way. So what I'm gonna do is, and then I'm gonna go in with, see, this is the thing about me. You are going to see all my mess ups. I used to cut this out, but Then I got so many people saying, oh, well, I do this during my makeup, but I don't know how to fix this. So I'm going to show you guys how I fix things while I'm doing my makeup. So this is a little bit too long for me. So I'm going to go in with my concealer and my concealer brush. And I'm just going to cut that wing a little bit. First, I'm going to see how much concealer is actually on this brush. And I'm just going to like paint over the tip. Oh, that did it some already. As you can see, like there was some concealer already on the brush. So I'm just literally taking the brush and dabbing it over that wing. And it's already cutting it in half, which that's what I want. Much better. Thank you, Lord. Then I'm going to go in with the eyeliner again, just to sharpen up that wing, but not make it as long. My left eye is always my triple eye. There we go. Now you're probably like, Stevie, that looks the same length. I promise you it's not. It's not, okay? It is slightly smaller than it was, and this is perfect for me. Now we're gonna go in with mascara. So this is the Milk Makeup Kush High Roll Tubing Mascara from Milk. Let's see how I like it. Oh yes, it is definitely lengthening my lashes. Even the little ones in the front. Love that. And not many clumps at all. Love that too. So this is the first pass with me not recoating the mascara. It does really well. It lengthens it. There is hardly any clumps at all. Love that. Now I'm going in with the second pass. I don't like the way that looks. I am getting some clumps. Let's see if I can get rid of them. Okay, after some work, I got the clumps out. Don't be alarmed if you have like mascara on your eyelids. I will also show you how to get rid of that. But first you want it to dry, okay? First you want it to dry. Now, the makeup looks basically done. I am just going to use some clear lip gloss. This is from Edam. Beautiful. And what else? Should I spray my face one more time? It looks very skin-like, which I love. It's not mattified at all because of this. Okay? It looks absolutely beautiful. I love the way this makeup look came out. It's giving it like a skin-like finish. Not too oily, not too dry. The skin is giving healthy. But under the eyes looks perfect right now. All right, I'm loving the way this came together. Now the mascara has probably dried. So you're gonna wanna take some type of little spoolie. I'm gonna use an edge control brush right now because I can't find my spoolie. And I am going to just brush away where I see the mascara, and it's gone. You want to make sure that the mascara is dry first, because when it's dry and you scrape it off, it comes right off. If it is not dry, it will make it even more mess because it's liquid, and when you smear liquid, it'll just smear it. Okay, so all the black dots are gone. If you had like eyeshadow on and that happened, you go back. So I didn't have eyeshadow on, I had powder, and I'm just gonna go back in with my powder to cover up if the brush took any of the eyeshadow off. And voila, we are done. I'm like 10 minutes over, but I promise you, if I hadn't been talking, this would have taken me like 15 minutes max. Let me know below in the comments, do you like this natural makeup? I am loving the skin tint that I used. It turned out absolutely beautiful. This is stunning. Stunning. I'm loving the way the hair turned out too. I just love how this look came out. Let me know below in the comments, do you like the way it turned out too? Would you consider this natural makeup? Because I do. But that's it, you guys. If you want to watch some more of my videos, make sure to check out the playlist at the end of this video. Bye.
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? 'Cause I got